yes, NWA did destroy a whole generation. Not only a whole generation, but they helped play a part in the destruction of the black community as a whole. So you probably seen Special Ed, that rapper Special Ed, on Drink Champs. You know, Nori and them. And he was like, yeah, NWA, they destroyed the whole generation. They were responsible for that, you know. And of course, Nori and them was like, oh, for real? Yeah, they're kind of laughing it off because, he may have been drunk. Hell, the show is called Drink Champs. You know, they get rappers on there, they all get drunk and tell old stories and shit like that from back in the day. Whatever, it is what it is, right? I seen a lot of comments, and I don't know what it is when people are defending these old gangster rappers and stuff like that, and not wanting to acknowledge the destruction that they brought. And now that they're old, they try to play a different role. Now, if they change, that's fine, but I've already made a video about them changing and wanting to become activists. And you know, it's like these old gangster rappers love to play cops in TV shows and movies and shit. I don't know what that is. They spend their whole career talking about they hate the fucking cops and they be a damn cop on TV. That's crazy. But anyway, I seen a lot of comments talking about, well, so we ain't gonna talk about Ice-T and Schoolie D and all these. It was just NWA. Let's take a look at it like this. Outkast, right? The group Outkast. They are not, by a long shot, the first hip hop group from the South. You had the Ghetto Boys from Texas. Then you had the 2 Live Crew from Miami. You had who else was from the South? You had I think UGK and them came out before Outkast. I want to say 8 Ball and MJG came out before Outkast. I think they're from Tennessee, I think. But you had other groups before Outkast, right? But when Outkast came out, not as soon as they came out, but a little while, not too long after they came out, people credit Outkast as the first hip hop group that from the South that people took seriously, right? So there is a big difference. No, they're not the first, but they're the most influential. That's the thing. It's not always about who does what first. It's about who popularizes something. And when NWA came out, they popularized gangster rap. Were they the first? No. But let's go deeper with that, right? So NWA popularized gangster rap, and that was all on purpose. A lot of these rappers, celebrities, whatever you want to call them, you know, whoever else in the entertainment industry, they're here to push agendas and make you feel a certain kind of way, because they, especially with black folks are just easy to persuade and sway. You really don't have to persuade them to do nothing. You just present them some shit, and they'll end up pretty much doing what they ain't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? They'll end up just following them. When you think of gangster rap, you think of NWA. You think of Eazy-E, you think of Ice Cube, you think of Dr. Dre. Unfortunately, nobody thinks much of MC Ren or DJ Yella. But yes, they played a part. They didn't single-handedly do it. It's a amalgamation of things. It's that plus the crack boom. All kinds. It's all kinds. What they call the prison and industrial complex. It's all kind of shit. Reaganomics, all kind of shit that goes into the destruction of the generation of black folk. And black folks fell and played right into their hand. That's something that still black people are still on today. People use that old school logic. Well, gangster rap didn't invent that. Violence wasn't around. Was around way before gangster rap. Yeah, nobody's saying that violence wasn't around before that. But we can't say it didn't intensify. Violence has been around as long as the world has been around. People have always killed and beat people up and all kind of stuff. But it intensified it and made people want to strive to do that, to commit crime. Because music does something to your mind. The frequency, the way people are rap, especially rap, is so intense, you know. And to see a lot of that music I was listening to, even though it was way before my time, but I spent a lot of my younger years as a child listening to a lot of Tupac, NWA, you know, Mac 10, Dub C, even the older school cats, Ice-T, even Schoolie D. I just loved old school hip hop when I was a child. I didn't like the hip hop that was out when I was a kid. You know, I listened to a lot of conscious stuff too, which I still do. But I think if I was raised in the ghetto, all those old ass songs would have definitely, and if I didn't have a father in my life, they would have definitely, that music mixed with the no father, no male guidance, mixed with a dangerous environment equals a fucked up person. And that's exactly why black people struggle the way they do, because they're so easily led and easy to lull into some little trance that of just violence. That, you know, I mean, think about it. The black experience now is, if you don't come from the ghetto, you a square or a lame. It ain't. That's not on accident, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I saw a comment and said, "Oh well, he said that because he just hating because he was on tour with NWA." Well, you got to think about it. Public Enemy used to rap about talking against crime rap and gangster rap, but Chuck D was close with Ice Cube. So it's like, how much, like, he shook hands. He got a picture of him and Tupac shaking hands. Tupac talked a lot about gangster shit. So it's like, how much are you really against this? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times maybe it could be just separation of people in the art. And yeah, he probably was a little tipsy. I mean, like I said, the show was called Drink Champs. You know? So, yes, NWA, not single-handedly, but NWA played a huge role in the destruction of the black youth and black community. And that destruction is intensifying and still going on today, because back in the day, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Schoolie D and Ice-T, and Gangsta Nip and Scarface and all these people, see, they wasn't killing nobody. They was talking about killing people in their lyrics. Now, we got free speech. I think you should be able to rap about whatever the fuck you want to rap about. They say we got free speech. Rap your ass off. But be accountable for what you say too. You know? So, like I said, we got free speech. You can rap about whatever you want to rap about. But these kids these days, they're actually doing the crime. These rappers that's out now, like the YMW Melly, he actually killed his friends. Remember, he killed his friends and rode around with them in the car. The Baby said he killed somebody in Walmart. They was trying to run. Now that was maybe self-defense, but of course that was all fake anyway. He did that shit happen around the time his album came out. It wasn't nothing but promotion. You got to pay attention when things go on. When things go on with these rappers, if you pay attention, not too long after that, an album is out. An album is coming out, or they got a movie or some shit. It's some shit going on that they're trying to promote. You know what I mean? Along with the agenda and shit they're pushing, right? So the gangster rappers back in the day, they wasn't doing the shit they was rapping about, which is good. But these rappers out today, these kids out today, they're actually doing it, and that's not good. And that comes with what NWA and all those other gangster rappers were influencing, were pushing. And Tupac, gotta throw Tupac in there. So, yeah, that's my little take on the whole special ed NWA thing. Hope you enjoyed my video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna holler at you later.